without further ado, let's go right ahead and go into this next segment. But first, I'm also going to try and see if I can, fix this presentation because, for some reason, it's just not working for me. I don't know why. Like, I can't stand it. I genuinely, I am really upset at this right now. But, it doesn't even look good. Like, that's not even what I'm presenting. Why is it? Whatever. I'm just gonna try and fix it again, but it's like, this is really, really aggravating me. I'm really pissed off. Maybe this has something to do with the outage that was going on. Again, I don't know how. I really don't know why it's doing this. I'm really, 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 really upset. And it's like why does it have to be like that? Like, of course, there was no problem when I was before when I was doing this, right? There was not a single problem before, but now, of course, when I need to go live and I have to do this, there is a problem. So, yay! This is great, But aside from that, I'm going to continue talking about this segment. Hopefully this will, I don't know if this is going to fix itself. It probably won't fix itself, especially with the problems that it's giving me right now. But yeah, so anyways, I'm going to continue this segment as usual, and I'll just I apologize that there's no graphic up. There's usually supposed to be a graphic up, but again, this is really just it's not working for me. It's really not, and I'm kind of mad that it's not working for me right now because I don't understand why wouldn't it work. It's been totally fine. But the NBA Arena project is sort of emerging as a huge bid to attract a lot of, teams, and Las Vegas is one of the more popular places to start an expansion. And why wouldn't anyone want to start an expansion over in Vegas? That's wherever it brings so much attention, and it only makes sense that that Vegas gets a team. At least, that's what a lot of people say. And that's what a lot of people would want. A lot of people would really like to have Vegas as an expansion team. Me personally, I wouldn't, but I'll go ahead and I'll explain why I don't want Vegas as an expansion team. And so, but first I'm going to go ahead and go over the facts. So there is a Las Vegas Strip that includes plans for a technological advanced entertainment and sports arena, and several ultra luxury hotels and residences, right? Now, it's a play to attract an NBA team to Las Vegas, and it's not the only one, right? There's going to be I'm assuming they're saying that there's going to be other teams that are going to be playing in the arena. For the past year and a half, the buzz has been building around the NBA, and one of the biggest catalysts and one of the guys who are interested in purchasing a team in Las Vegas is LeBron James, as well as Shaquille O'Neal, who they both said that they each want a piece of the Las Vegas team. And so there's a $10 billion project to be built, and it hosts 20,000 seats in South Valley, and it made headlines in around June of 2023. And now the news has sort of only recently was brought back up again because there is an expectation that LeBron is considered to be the heavy favorite to go and purchase the organization. And that makes sense because I can totally see LeBron running an organization in the future, and I can totally see LeBron just doing what he does best, making things better, this, that, and the other, doing what he does, essentially owning an NBA franchise. I think that's something, aside from being a coach, I think that's something that he's always wanted to do. Now, the project was announced Monday morning by real estate developer LVXP for the 27-acre site known by longtime Las Vegans as the original home of Wet and Wild between Fontainebleau, Las Vegas, and Sahara, Las Vegas. The project is described in news releases as transformational and would advance the development of the north end of the Strip. Now, this is a lot of people think that a spot in Las Vegas would be very beneficial to the league would be very beneficial to, like, all of the other needs, and would draw in a lot of people because Las Vegas is, one of the more popular cities in North America. Now, in my opinion, however, I'm not really fond of a franchise in Las Vegas. I don't really like the idea of having a team there, and I don't really like, I understand the attention that it would bring, and I totally understand, why they would want a team there, but, at the end of the day, I think that's a really bad idea. And the reason why I think it's a bad idea is because there's a lot of things that go on in Las Vegas. There is a lot. And with the people that sort of are in Las Vegas and the things that go on in Las Vegas, I don't really know if it's the best idea to sort of, have a team host a bunch of players there, especially upcoming rookies. I mean, we see the Raiders, right? The football team. We see so many there. It's practically cursed. Like the Las Vegas Raiders, there's a speculation around a bunch of fans that think that the Las Vegas Raiders and the franchise is cursed because for whatever reason, there are so many players that are on Las Vegas that get arrested. Either because they do something bad, they do something dumb, or they do something, whatever. There's the thought process that, well, not really the thought process, but there's a trend that a lot of rookies and a lot of players on Las Vegas, they end up getting arrested. And one of the biggest reasons why in my opinion, this is the case is because this is a whole new environment. And these rookies are just signing a big contract that has so much money, right? That they want to buy all these luxury cars. They want to have fun. They're in Las Vegas. They want to gamble. They want to drink. What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. That's what they say. And that's with someone that's so young, that's also very dangerous. Like this is a similar problem that, happens in Miami. And Pat Riley, in fact, he would force the rookies to be like, listen, one mistake and you're done, right? Like, he's not playing around with that kind of thing. Like, you have to be incredibly disciplined, and you have to train your players to be incredibly disciplined in Las Vegas, because a lot can go wrong in just 2 seconds. I mean, Look at Henry Ruggs. Look at Henry Ruggs III. I'm not really going to talk about the situation, but he was driving very, very, very fast. And that's all I'm going to say. And it was a bad mistake, and it costed him his career, right? Now, you guys can go ahead and look up what allegedly happened with Henry Ruggs. But yes, he allegedly was driving very, very fast. And that's dangerous, right? Having all of these rookies in this situation in Vegas, I think is very, very bad news. And I think this is sort of the biggest reason why I wouldn't personally want to have a team set up in Las Vegas, because this could mess up a lot of things. Like, this could give the league a bad reputation again, because remember back in the day, the Detroit Pistons, they didn't have a good reputation for the malice at the palace. Neither did the Pacers, and neither did any of those players that participated in the malice of the palace, right? And this is sort of like, again, it could be a really big deal. And I don't think this is something that should set a bunch of players back. I think this would really mess up a lot of players and their careers in this situation. Now, obviously, you could make the argument like, well, that's their fault if they choose to make bad choices. Right. But the temptation is there. And you would much rather not have any temptation at all, as opposed to having the temptation there. Like, it takes a very strong-minded person to not be that tempted. But that's all I have. Those are my opinions on the expansion team. Maybe LeBron will know how to handle things. Again, maybe he won't. Who knows? But aside from that, we are out of time for this third segment. So now we will go ahead and go into, no, not the third segment. We are out of time for the second segment, excuse me. So now we will go ahead and go into the third segment where I talk about New Jersey possibly looking to purchase the 76ers. I'll talk a little bit about that. I have this article pulled up right after this short break. I'll see if I can get this, presentation to work. If not, then it's unfortunate as it is, but I'll see if I can get it to work right after this short break, so be sure to stay tuned.
Looking for your daily fix of sports talk without having to pay for it? GSMC Sports Network is available on YouTube. Just search GSMC Sports Network. Get your fix of daily sports talk shows on YouTube, absolutely free. NFL, college football, NBA, MLB, MMA, UFC, fantasy football, and so much more. GSMC Sports Network has shows running all day long, with new sports shows starting every 2 hours. Just like on your favorite cable sports channel, except GSMC Sports Network is absolutely free. Just search GSMC Sports Network on YouTube to catch one of your new favorite shows, like the GSMC College Football Podcast, Chip Shot Football Podcast, Hoops and Heels Women's Sports Podcast, GSMC Basketball Podcast, and so many more. Check it out for yourself. GSMC Sports Network, now available on YouTube absolutely free. Search GSMC Sports Network on YouTube right now.